Alright, so we are going to go ahead with a French application using blush and Polar. Blush is one of the colors that I use typically for French, either blush or delicate. Delicate is the pink version, where it's a semi-translucent, but Gloria here likes the more neutral look, so blush is going to be more of a neutral application. And you can do this with one coat or two. It depends on if someone wants it more sheer, but typically I do the first coat and then ask them, because they can look at it and tell you if they want it more sheer. This is the one that I just fixed the corner on. Fuzz. So I don't do a lot of backfills anymore. I used to backfill all the time before these Luxio gel polishes came out. That was, of course, the way to do it, was always backfilling. But it is so much more work to finish file. It also has a different shape. It's not as natural looking. Sorry, I just keep hitting some fuzz there. It's not going to be as natural looking as a Luxio gel manicure. Luxio gel manicure, you get a little bit more of a smooth nail. You don't have as much arch in the nail. When you do it with pink and whites, I feel like you end up with a little bit more of an arched nail. So it's a little bit different of a look. So one of the things that I do different with my French that I like to show everyone is that after you apply your color, before you cure it, take your brush and just brush off the tip where your white's going to go. You don't want to swipe it. If you swipe it, you're going to push some of that pink up towards the nail bed. Oh, I must have bumped that. You're going to push some of that pink up towards the nail bed and you're going to get a ridge. So what you want to do is you just want to brush this off, and I'm just wiping it onto a towel. And that's going to make sure, go ahead and switch, that it's going to stay nice and thin on your free edge when you do white. Because if you do 2 coats of pink and then 2 coats of white and your white is sitting on top of your pink, you get a thick tip, and nobody wants a thick tip. So if you remove that before you apply your white, your tip remains smooth, and it also makes it much easier as you finish. Got a little bit touched up there. It also makes it much easier when you apply your top gloss to have a nice smooth nail transition between your pink and your white. So we started Gloria just around 1 o'clock my time, so, or I'm sorry, noon my time. So I'm trying to keep everything within her 1 hour appointment time. So if I'm working quicker than you might, that might be why. But that's also why I don't slow down during these videos, is because these are real world videos. So in the salon, I want to get my clients in and out because their time is valuable. I bumped into that one, so I'm going to fix it. Love blush. I love blush. Blush is a great color. I go through a lot of blush. I would say if I had, you know, a top 2 colors that you need to get for French, I would pick blush and Polar. They are the most popular for your French. So you can say, would you like 1 coat of blush or 2? And she can look at it after you've done it. This is 2 coats, that's 1 coat.
I don't know, what do I usually have? 2?
2.
2.
She doesn't know. That's okay.
I'm usually engrossed in some movie.
I normally have some favorite shows playing in the salon, or when Downton Abbey used to be on, I used to get that from the UK early, so my clients would much look forward to their appointment starting in September because I was able to play for them the new season. Some of them had to keep it secret from their husbands though, because their husbands were waiting for it to start showing in January, so it was a secret, but Downton is done. So sad. Some new ones out there though. Alright, so same thing with this hand. After I apply my pink to all the nails, I am going to brush it off the tip. And I just kind of go, you know, I eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. You know, it's going to smooth out over the surface. You just want to remove that product so that you're back down to just your base layer of hard gel. Did I bump this again? Okay, switch. Just make sure your fingers are on the little spots in the light. This is a great color for a client who might be coming in. I had one this morning who just like a very neutral nail. They don't want a lot of color. They want it to look like they don't really have anything on. I've said before, I don't let people walk out the door with clear nails. So if they want it to look the most natural, this is what I will use on them. Even if it's just one coat, I will give them one coat of this. It's like makeup. So you want to give them a little bit of that, but also it's strength. You know, if you're doing a very thin layer of hard gel and you don't have any of the flexible color on top, you risk your hard gel layer cracking. So having that layer of color that will provide some flexibility makes your nails much stronger, and that's why clients can easily go a month without breaking. It's been a while since Gloria here has broken a nail. All right, go ahead on in. So that's it for blush. And we're gonna go into Polar. This is a Real World Salon bottle. It's a very bluish white. And when you first get it, you do have to shake it a lot. It's kind of a pain. But once it's shaken up, you're good to go. You use it often enough that one quick shake is enough. So I'm just applying a quick layer. This gel is 100% gel. It's not gel and solvent. You don't have to worry about getting it super, super thin. It's not going to wrinkle. It's impossible. The wrinkling happens because with solvent gels, it has to cure and dry at the same time. And you have to be very careful with how much product you put on so that it doesn't cure faster than it dries, because if it does that, that's why you get wrinkling. So if you have a gel polish that smells like polish, it's because it has polish in it. This does not. So I'm going to grab my 107 brush. This is a square brush. It's what I use for my French. This wipe just has a little tiny bit of gel cleaner on it, just so that my bristles stay together. And just wipe from one side to the other. Sometimes it takes a few to get my stroke in. Balance your finger. It's very important. Oh, fuzz. Okay, and just go through and double check that everything looks how you want it to. Oh, let's see, that one moved on me. And I do the thumb separate with French. I want to get that in the light curing so that it freezes in place. So I'm going to do the 4 fingers here. My client's sitting and she's got the volume turned up so we hear a shadow. There you go, she's turning it down. Okay. I'm only going to have to do one coat with the white, with this white. You apply it, and I just kind of scoot it up past the free edge, past her natural smile line a bit. It is easy. I saw that comment, you make it look easy. It is easy. Takes a little bit of practice, but it is easy. One of the things that you can do to practice a French when you get a new gel, something like this, is take it home and put it on your own nail and just practice it and wipe it off and put it back in the bottle. And you can do that sitting watching TV at night, and that way you can just get some practice with how each gel works. Because obviously if you're using a builder white gel, it's gonna, your smile lines are gonna be different a different feel when you go to wipe them than this. And double check. A lot of the times I end up wiping them twice. I think sometimes when you wipe, you end up removing some of the tacky layer, and that tacky layer tends to cause a little slipperiness for the white to move. So sometimes the second time you wipe it, it just doesn't move as fast, and then you get a better smile line. So wiping it twice can be helpful. Push it up, and then I just kind of float it on there. This is fine. The gel that's on the side there is totally fine. When I go to finish her nails at the end, that's just going to file right off. You don't have to worry about a seal being broken or anything like that. It's going to disappear. You can try to chase things and clean them up over and over and do different things to try to make it perfect as you go. But in the real world, you are going to just end up taking a lot of time chasing after stuff. So I try to get things off skin, of course, but that little bit on the other one that was just sticking out, that's just going to file and be gone. All right, go ahead and put that in. All right, so now I'm just going to top coat, and I will post a picture of what these look like at the end. Thanks, everyone.